It's Hip Hop Nation, the sound of the culture. Your boy Torae is in the building. Happy holidays. Listen, I'm really excited about this conversation that we're going to get into today for a number of reasons. Most importantly, I've never had a full sit down with this queen that is before me today. She is an entrepreneur. She is an icon. She is a legend in her own right, in her own space. The jury is ringing. The family is doing well. You know what I'm saying? The Sismas is sissing. I got Simone Smith in the building today. Do you like Simone Smith or Simone I Smith?
Simone Smith.
Simone Smith?
Yeah.
We're going to figure out what the I is about, though. We can
The
get into
I's
that.
for Italia.
Italia, which is
my
your
middle name.
daughter's name.
It's my daughter's name, my oldest daughter.
Absolutely. Okay, look, first mystery unsolved, ladies and gentlemen. Simone Smith is here with us today. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm
My
happy to be
pleasure.
here.
My pleasure. So many wonderful things going on right now. But we are, at the end of the year, and the holiday season is here. And I think the most important thing that we're talking about today is what you've been doing with Sismas. So I would love for you just to break it down to the listeners. It just passed this past weekend. So we'll talk about what you can look forward to for 2025, Sismas. But definitely let us know what it's all about.
Okay. Well, Sismas is now a national holiday on the calendar.
Oh.
Okay. It's the second Saturday in December, starting 2024. But prior to that, my husband was doing a television show in LA. We moved to LA 2009. We were bi-coastal. And
Can I pause you for 1 second?
Uh-huh.
Cause maybe people don't know who your husband is, and I didn't want to start the interview with talking about all the family, but just let them know who your husband is in case they're not sure.
My husband is LL Cool J.
So he was doing the television show.
Yeah, so Tar was doing the television show in LA, and I missed my New York girls, because when I'm home, we gather at my house. I have all the fight parties. I'm a big boxing fan. Have the fight parties, celebrate birthdays. The gatherings are always like, I'm the nucleus of the group. I'm the one in the group that gathers the women. So, and I miss my girls. So when I came home for Christmas, because I'm not doing LA for Christmas.
That's blasphemous.
Because when you're born and raised on the East Coast and, you're used to cold weather.
There's nowhere else to do Christmas but New York City.
Exactly. Especially when you're from New York.
Facts.
So I would gather with my girls, have them come over. I would cook. We would have drinks. We would play left, right, Sismas. We would play spades, have a great playlist, and it just started to evolve. And then by the third year, I told all of the ladies, I said, but we're going to do a theme this year. And the first Sismas theme was onesies. Okay. And then one year we did she-rolls, and I was dressed up like Layla Ali because, I'm a boxing fan. Mm-hmm. So I had the custom robe made, and I had the, the boxing boots on. I want
to see what this jab looking like. See what this left hook looking like.
I got an L jab. I got an L jab. I got an L right jab.
Okay.
And so we did she-rolls, and then we did Santa's workshop, and it just started to evolve, and it just evolved. And it was just, Sismas came about because I missed my girls, and I wanted to celebrate us. And, we wear so many hats, right? We're mothers, we're wives, we're doctors, we're lawyers, we're counselors,
therapists,
we're prayer warriors, we're therapists, right? We're all of that.
Planners, all of the things,
right? So, and I just wanted to celebrate them because I just think sisterhood, I always say sisterhood is the best hood. I love my sisters. I adore and I love my family, but it's nothing like having your sister circle. We uplift each other. We pray for each other. We root for each other. It's nothing like a great sister circle. And I have an incredible group of girlfriends that I love dearly.
So
my god sister's here with me.
No doubt. The ladies is here. The ladies is in the building. I'm happy about that. How does it go from what's happening in the Smith household to a national holiday? What was that whole process about?
Well, what actually happened was I was being interviewed for something pertaining to my jewelry. And I think it was about my 5 favorite Christmas gifts, I think it was. And the lady who was interviewing me, I was telling her something about what I would give at Sismas because we always have a gift value of $150 at Sismas, right? So she said, well, what's Sismas? So I kind of started telling her a little bit about Sismas. And then when we got off the phone, my PR girls, who were my PR girls back then in 2022, they called me and they said the lady Chloe writes for the New York Times and she
Okay.
wants to cover Sismas.
Okay.
And I was like, get out of here.
No,
She was
that's
like, yeah.
right.
So 2022, Sismas was Around the Way Girl Meets Bridgerton. And after that, it
I
was
gotta see
like,
those pictures.
oh my God.
That sounds
They're so good.
Wait, let's dissect that.
Around the Way Girl
meets Bridgerton.
Yes.
Those had to be some crazy fits.
Oh
Those
my
had to be some
God.
ill looks.
You know what? Everybody pretty much had on a Bridgerton outfit.
Okay.
But they either had Jordan 1s on their
Right.
feet or Timberlands on their
Right.
feet. Everybody had on door knocker earrings. You got to wear sis or sister love to a Sismas.
I mean, there's rules.
Experience.
There's
Okay.
rules to this thing.
There's rules to this, right? And I mean, it was amazing, and we can share some photos with you. But
Word.
the photos were amazing.
I can
and,
imagine.
and we do a fashion show, we do a talent show. So you have first, second, and third prizes for the talent show, first, second, and third prizes for the fashion show. So yeah, but that's how. So let me get back to,
Right.
because I'll start rambling.
No,
right?
it's all good. I'm gonna
But,
corral you. But this is your show. I'm just here.
Right,
I'm just
I
here.
start
Right.
rambling. I start getting real detailed on you. But so what happened was she came and she covered it, and then last year we did Chicks in Tuxedos, and my girlfriend Crystal hosted it at her house, and one of her girlfriends happens to be a PR girl who I absolutely adore, and I'm with their PR firm now, and it was my PR team. We sat down and we were discussing Sismas, and one of the young ladies was like, "Oh my God, I wish I was there. You guys should make Sismas a holiday." And I was like, "I can do that." It's like, "Yeah, you just fill out application. You fill out the application, you submit it, and if they approve it,
Wow.
then it becomes a national day." So the National
Ooh.
Archives approved it, and now Sismas is a national day on a holiday on the Christmas during the holiday. I mean, it's a national holiday, second Saturday in December.
Crazy. That's amazing.
Forever.
That's forever.
Forever.
That's incredible. We're gonna pause right
Forever.
there because that was a whole lot, but we got so much to talk about. Simone Smith is here now. I want you to do me a favor as we put it on for the ladies, and it's the holiday season and all of that. I want you to just run through some of your favorite ladies' music, primarily hip hop if you can, but we just want to play some of the joints for the ladies to put on for the sisters. So what you got for us? First joint.
Hip hop.
Hip hop.
Let me see. Gosh, it's so many. I mean, well, for sisterhood, we got Latifah, UNITY.
Love it.
So
I
you
love
know,
it. So normally
we have that. Light as a rock.
Light as a rock. Wait, do
Light
one
as
at
a
a time.
rock.
One at a time. You want to go live? You want to go light? What you want
Okay,
to do?
okay.
We're gonna go Latifah. Shout out to my sister Queen Latifah. Normally you can hear this on LL Cool J's Rock the Bells Radio. That is channel 43 for your classic timeless hip hop. But you get it today on Hip Hop Nation as we celebrate Sismas on the Wake Up. It's Hip Hop Nation, the sound of the culture. Your boy Torae is here. The queen, the icon, the living legend in her own space, in her own right. Simone Smith is here. So we've been talking about Sismas. I know that there's also a part of a give back that you do to donate boxes and all of that. So
Yes.
let's get into that part of it.
So this year we donated 1,000 Christmas 1,000 cis
Sismas.
kits.
Oh, sis kits.
They're
Okay.
called cis kits,
Okay.
right? So we donated 1,000 to several female empowered organizations like Alexandria House, Genesee Center, St. Anne's Family Services. So many of them,
Okay.
just so many of them. And in the gift boxes, there are 50 plates, 50 cups, 50 knives, and then we had some sponsors that gave us a few items, like Ashro gave us some perfume, Mael gave us some shampoo and conditioner, and then Daniel's Jewelers gave a cute little pendant for the ladies, and of course there's my favorite game in there, Left Right Sismas, and then custom Sismas playing cards, and we I wanted to give to all of these organizations because I think it's so important for women to gather and celebrate each other, and that was that was what I needed to do, and that's
so
what I
dope.
love to do.
How's the response been? As you
The
hear
response
from the
has
ladies.
been great. The
Yeah.
response has been great. We've had quite a few of the organizations have their gatherings, send us pictures and everything. I had a couple of my girlfriends in LA, like Kim Whitley did a party with her
Okay. She's
girlfriends.
amazing.
My girlfriend Linda Mathis and all of them gathered. So we've been getting a lot of video and pictures. So I think most women support each other, right? So, and it's a time for fellowship, it's a time for community, it's a time to uplift one another. And it's nothing better than coming together with your favorite girlfriends, your favorite female family members, and just coming together and having a good time, dancing, laughing, eating, drinking, and just celebrating one another during the holidays.
Dope.
It's the best thing.
You're not letting Mary J. Blige cheat, right? And was she in the talent show? Was she singing? Is she allowed to sing?
No, Mary did.
Yeah, she got to do comedy or something, man. You can't just have up there singing, just cheat, just being a ringer. Shifting gears a little bit, as we talk about the holiday season, and obviously this is a time that is joyous for a lot of people, and then sad for some people who may have lost family members and things of that nature.
Right.
I would love for you to talk about just your family, your bond, and especially because for as long as I can remember, your husband has been a superstar. Not a rapper, not famous, like a superstar.
A super duper star.
A super duper, right? Throw the duper on there. And with that comes so many eyes and ears on the family. How have you been able to protect your kids and just keep them? We've never heard anything. There's never been a bad story or a wow headline and none of that. How have you, as the matriarch of the family, been able to keep your children grounded and just keep them away from the craziness of the business?
Well, first and foremost, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ,
Talk about it.
leads my life, right? So I wake up every day and I'm very Christ-centered, and that's really my answer. It's prayer. It's prayer. It's family values. Is having certain standards in your home and allowing certain things. My kids growing up, I had a housekeeper, I had a nanny, but my kids had chores. They had to clean the kitchen, they had to unload the dishwasher, they had different, like they had their chores. They had to clean their rooms on the weekend when my housekeeper's not there. I taught my kids how to wash clothes, how to cook. All four of my children can cook their faces off.
Okay.
So it's like when it was time for our kids to receive their first cars, they didn't get Mercedes Benzes, and like they would get like a Jeep or maybe a Nissan Rogue or something like that. And you know what? And when you graduate from when you graduate from college, then you could get that Range Rover. Then you could get that Porsche truck. So that is how Todd and I have raised our children. And church on Sunday, even now, my kids are grown. I'm waking up in the morning, whoever's at the house, if they're not paying, it's like, yeah, what time you came in the house? You came in 3 o'clock. Okay, we going to 11:30 service.
I love
so
that.
for the most part, not for the most part, we are very spiritually grounded. And my grandmother raised me that way. I was on the children's choir at church. My grandmother, I was raised with a grandmother that had prayer meetings at my house growing up at least twice a week. So my grandparents laid an amazing spiritual foundation for me. And that's how I raised my children.
That's amazing.
And I think that, and without God, we have nothing.
That's a fact. But through God, all things are possible. When I get out of here, I
That's
gotta go to the church. I got rehearsal for the church play. That's Friday. I'm one of the 3 kings.
Well, good for you.
You know
You're
what
one
I'm
of
saying?
the 3 kings.
I'm one of the 3 kings.
You better go ahead.
I ain't got no
You
lines, but
better
I'm gonna
go
drop
ahead.
off my little thing at the baby shower and all that.
I love that. I love that.
Hip Hop Nation, Simone Smith is here. Listen, man, Sismas, the holiday season is here. Definitely get involved. If you are a brand or have product out there and you want to donate, we'll talk about that. How you can get maybe some of your stuff in these Sis kits, but definitely keep it right here. So we went with Latifah. You want to go with Light now?
That's right.
We go Light now?
Yes.
We going Light as a rock.
Light.
All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to my sister
Light
MC
as a
Light.
rock.
Matter of fact, Light got a new project, 101. Let's get into something off that 101 right here. It's Hip Hop Nation on the Wake Up. Hip Hop Nation, your tour guide is here. The holiday season is here. Sismas is here, and Simone Smith is in the building with us. Thank you so much for coming out and just blessing us with your
Thank you
presence
for
and
having
all your
me.
great energy
I'm
today.
so happy to be here.
And let me say this before we get back into the interview portion of the interview. Thank you so much for what you did for my family last year. For people that listen to the tour guide that may know, my wife was dealing with cancer, and I saw Simone last year at an event they were doing with LL, and I just asked her to send some positive words, to my wife who was dealing with cancer at the time, and that video lifted her spirits so much, and she held on to it, and I would hear her playing it back. And so thank you
You're
for that.
welcome.
She passed
You're
in
welcome.
February,
I
and
know
it's
it.
been super crazy.
I'm so
but
sorry.
yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
It was, but it meant so much to her. It meant so much to her because you were somebody who she looked to as a source of inspiration and strength, and just having that personal message from you. Like when you fight in that fight, sometimes you need those things. And I can't speak firsthand, but I lived right with it. And so thank you
You're
for that,
welcome.
and definitely thank you for being here today. Now with that, some of the things that we were doing out there was, Elle had the new book out there, and you had the jewelry line, right?
Yes.
So we got this incredible jewelry. I definitely want you to talk about it because the ladies, they need their bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair.
They need their bamboo earrings.
They need their hoops.
They need their fly girls. They need their bamboo.
All of that.
Their bambeauties. They need their bangles. They need their nameplates.
Let them know how
they
to
need
get
their
it.
Simone I Smith hoops. I call them sis hoops. And you can get it at SimoneISmith.com. I have some jewelry in Macy's.
Dope.
I have different tiers. I have a tier in Macy's. I have a tier in Walmart.
Okay.
When I started to design 6 years ago, I always said that I want all women to be able to afford my jewelry. So now I have different tiers, and it's just been a blessing. It's really been a blessing.
What made you, obviously as a woman who came up in New York City, and obviously jewelry is such a big part of the culture. It's like the ultimate accessory of how you finalize your fit and your look. But what made you want to really actively go into creating your own jewelry line?
Because I couldn't find good hoops. There was a void in the marketplace. You could not find good hoop earrings. And, you would go to various places and, because they were really inexpensive, you would have to get like 2 or 3 pair because, they're going to, they're not going to last.
Right.
And an opportunity was presented to me, and I reached out to a girlfriend of mine, my partner, Ronnie. A girlfriend of mine used to work for him. And I remember calling her up one day, and I said to her, hey, what does your boss do again? And she was like, oh, I think he does some sort of jewelry or whatever, because I had met them before. Anyway, she put me in contact with Ronnie. Ronnie and I on the telephone. I said, I need a manufacturer. I said, I need a jewelry manufacturer, someone who can take my vision and bring my vision to life in jewelry. Like, I have so many ideas. I'm not the best sketcher, but I can tell you what I need this thing to look like. And Ronnie was like, okay, so why do you want to do this? And I said, because you can't find jewelry. I said, you can't find good earrings. Anyway, fast forward, went to his office, and he said to me, either I can manufacture the jewelry or we can partner up, because I believe in your vision. You cannot find good hoop earrings. And we launched Valentine's Day 2011, and here we are in 2024, and it's been a journey. It has definitely been a journey. It started off really, really small. I'm still somewhat of a small business, right? I'm still a small business, but I'm growing, and it's growing. And the more women that know about Simone I Smith and Sister Love, the more customers we get, and the more the women love the jewelry, because I am the queen of hoops. I can say that. I can say that with confidence. I am the queen of hoops.
Was that always a passion of yours to design jewelry?
You know what? Yeah, kind of. It was like I always liked fashion, and I always would mix like my high-end jewelry with my costume jewelry. So when the opportunity presented itself to me, I was all over it. It was like a dream come true, because I was home taking care of my kids, raising children, and all of this. And when the opportunity came, it was amazing. It was like magic. It was like, this is it. This is what I'm going to do. this is my purpose, part of my purpose, right? And through my jewelry, what do? I got God is good nameplates. I have the God is love collection because I'm always going to give God the glory. Always. Always going to give God the glory. So all my jewelry is named after like inspirational names or just like, like I have a pair of earrings that's like precious fruit. It was one of my first designs, and it was I said I need this earring to be shaped like a strawberry, and when the design came and once the sample was made, I called it perfect precious fruit, right? And then we have names like love everlasting, and then we have names like love intertwined. It's all about uplifting the women, so when they put a pair of earrings on, they know, okay, I got my precious fruit on today, I got my everlasting love on today. Dope. And then me and my girl Mary, that's one of my besties. And then Mary was like Mary was one of my biggest supporters, like if not my number one supporter, female supporter when I first came out. So I would always give Mary the earrings, and she would always wear them. And then when the time was right, I brought Mary a bunch of earrings, and we was hanging out one day, and she was just like, we call each other Shorty. She was like, Shorty, we need to do something together. And I was like, say less. Fire. And so we partnered up, and we have Sister Love, and we do the door knocker earrings. So we've brought back all the door knocker earrings, modernized them, revamped them. They're high polished now. They all of the fly girls have fly girl names. My fly girl name back in the days was Shorty Love. Mary was Mary Jane. I got, so all of them are named after women in our lives, which were their fly girl names back in the days.
That's so dope.
So yeah, and we have the Queen hoops, which is still our number one seller, which is like a really big fat gold hoop that comes in gold and silver. And again, it's all about uplifting the women, making them feel strong and making them feel bold and beautiful. And that's just what it's all about.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I've seen so many of your pieces out there on various women, from celebrities
and on TV shows
now.
To the
Round
oh my
girls
God.
and all of that. Yeah, it's so dope.
Now.
Let's talk about the support. You've supported your husband throughout his career. How has the support been with your endeavor?
It's been amazing. Todd has been my model at times, because I've designed Majesty jewelry, and it's affordable luxe. It's affordable luxe, and Todd and my son, they were the models for the photo shoot. And I mean, my husband has just been supportive from the beginning, from the time I started, and anything that he was doing, if it was an opportunity for Simone I Smith to be there to present, like when Todd did the Grammys for 5 years, we were in the gifting suite for the 5 years that he did the Grammys. So he's definitely been supportive.
Dope.
If there's there's times where he's done interviews where he has brought a pair of earrings or a piece of jewelry to whoever he's interviewing. So he's definitely been supportive.
Love that.
Big
shout out to the big bro.
That's
of course,
right.
You can catch me over on LL Cool J's Rock the Bells Radio 6 days a week, because they working me over there, but it's all good. I love it. For your classic timeless hip hop on Channel 43. Last question. Again, Sismas is the second Saturday in December. What is the theme for next year? Do we know yet?
I'm not gonna say it yet.
Okay.
But
we just did Cowgirls.
We just did Cowgirls, and they brought it. My girls brought it.
Came
so
with
we got to send you some pictures. And my god sister Shawana and I was just in the car. She came up with a great idea, but I'm not going to say it yet.
Did you come up with the lunch order, though? No, let me stop. Okay, we'll hold on to that. Let them know again the website where they can go.
SimoneISmith.com.
Right, and that's also for any brands out there that want to get in these bags, in these sis kits. If you want to get down
for next year,
tap in with Simone and follow up, because it's just going to continue to keep going higher and higher and higher. LL Cool J. I said I was going to do this interview without saying his name. LL Cool J said he is the most important rapper of all time. He said he can't wait till everybody understands that he is the most important rapper to ever do it. What is your take on that statement?
He's 100% correct. Absolutely. He's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT. That's all I can say. He's the GOAT.
That's it. And there you have it.
Absolutely.
We're going to close
Absolutely.
out with one more joint. Simone I Smith, the DJ. What we got?
Around the way, girl.
I mean, it's only right? We going to close out
Around the way, girl.
with the big homie. Again, normally you can hit us on Rock the Bells Radio. We're going to let it ring off today on Hip Hop Nation on the Wake Up.
That's right.